Hi everyone, welcome to the month of October, and this is your tech tips video. It's Google themed, but especially for Google Classroom, with some tips and tricks on how to personalize your Google Classrooms. So here are the contents of the 5 tips which I'll be talking about. Remember that you'll have links included for places to go, like for where to find these Google extensions, for example. But you'll also have video tutorials on how to do each of these things. Little mini video tutorials. So starting with reusing a post. Not sure if you guys are aware of it or if you've been able to use this, but reusing posts is very helpful in Google Classroom. For me personally, I don't archive a class, I don't delete a class, I just keep reusing it, the same content year after year. I delete the students that are currently in my Google Classroom, and then I add the new students to it. That way I can go through and look for an announcement that I've made, a post, an assignment, anything. I can reuse it. Now granted, searching for it when you reuse it is not super easy. You have to scroll down throughout the whole list of everything you've done. And for me that's quite a bit because I use Google Classroom extensively. But if you know about what time of year you do it, like say for example, Mexico's Independence Day is in September and I do the same activity with the same classes, Spanish 1, 2, 3, and 4. Every year, I know where I can scroll down and look for last September. Click on it. It will bring up everything you did exactly as it was, and you can reuse it. It will also create new copies of all attachments for students. So if it was a homework assignment, you know that every new copy is going to get made for every student to be able to see it as if it's a brand new assignment. So save some time. You can also create your own Google Classroom banner, which is pretty fun. And there's a few ways to do it. So I showed in the video tutorial kind of 2 to 3 different ways. I've created my own through Canva. It's a program that's amazing. It's a free website. And if you verify that you're a teacher, you get all their premium features for free. I will do another video tutorial for tech tips in the month of November just on this website. Canva's amazing. I love it. So Canva is a program where you can make your own or you can find them pre-made. You can also do a Google image search for Google Classroom banners. It is a little nitpicky in that it has its own resolution size. And resolution is how many pixels that it has. So it's kind of like the length and width of a photograph, but in pixels, in resolution size. And then you can also make your own using a Google slideshow. So that's pretty fun too. So I've included the slide of how many pixels you want. And in the video tutorial, I show you how to set up the slide itself in Google Slides and make it that pixelation, make it that resolution size. So yeah, you can make your own Google Classroom banners, which is kind of fun. Tying in with that then, once you make that banner, you didn't used to be able to do this. Google would automatically do it for you. You can customize more of the appearance and select the theme color of the class that you want. So once I had this for Spanish 1, I picked this blue color and then I knew that my Spanish 1 was that blue class. What's also kind of nice is that when you do this, you can see it in like your overview of all the Google classes, but if you go into your calendars and your shared calendars, Google automatically generates a calendar for your Google class. You'll see the color coding consistent with that too. So when I have a homework assignment due in my Spanish 1 class on Friday, and I opened up my calendar in Google, I can see it in blue on the calendar for Friday, and I automatically know it's that class. So, pretty helpful. The next is a GRTF extension. It's kind of a longer name, but this extension, you install it through the Google Chrome store, which I have the link included for you. And it allows you to change the font in Google Classroom. So when you're making an announcement or a post and you really want students to pay attention to things, all you can do is bold it, underline it, italicize. That's about all you can do. This allows you to do more than that. It really allows you to modify the fonts. So to do it, you will highlight the text, you'll right click it, you'll kind of click the font you want, and then you have to do a control copy paste type thing in order to insert it. So check out that video tutorial if you're interested in doing different fonts than just bold, italics, and underline in Google Classroom. Here's a little bit of a visual of this GRTF extension shown below. Okay, they give you a couple different categories of fonts to use. And then lastly, I discovered this kind of towards the end of last school year. It's called Moat. I'm sure the premium features are much better, but Usually I stick with whatever's free. It's a Google extension, so again, install it. Go to the Google Chrome store and install it. It allows you to give voice feedback for students. And I did this with projects for some students at the end of the year, and they really enjoyed it. So if you feel like your text just really isn't coming through and you want them to understand the tone of your message a little bit more, you can do this. It's a 30-second limitation though. So you have to be able to say it in 30 seconds, and it'll pop up in this private comments. This is what it looks like, the Moat extension logo. I record my voice, and then I make sure that it's in that comment, and I post it, and I send it to the student, and then they can click on it and hear it. So that's pretty cool. But if you have any questions, let me know. The links in the tutorials are included, like I said. And as always, if you have your own technology tips and tricks, I would love to hear about them. Have a great month, everybody. Thanks.